All right, it's 7:50 a.m. and it's Friday, August 21st, maybe. Okay, so again, it's already hot and starting to get humid. So we'll just do a little bit here, and then maybe I'll put it all together, go through my concentrates and clean them up and see what we got it, put it in a little bottle. Let's see how we're starting the day off. Oh, there's one piece already. Good. It looks like maybe a couple of little ones right next to it. Oh, another one. All right. And yet another one. Hey, that is great. All right, 4 pieces in this one. On a previous video, when I was talking about my dad, I mentioned, he had a couple gold claims, and then I said he also liked to hunt for treasures, but I didn't elaborate on that. Somebody in the comments asked, what kind of treasures was he looking for? So I'll tell you about one of them. Now, let me just say from the outset, we went on when I'm just a kid, I went on different adventures with him. We never did find any treasure, but it was fun to look. It's all exciting. So we lived in East Los Angeles when I was little, and our next door neighbor was a Hispanic man who seemed to have a lot of ties to to banditos from the old days. And he told my dad he had a map that was passed down to him from the last surviving member of Joaquin Murrieta, the bandits group, a band of outlaws. And the guy, somehow his family got the map from the guy before he died that showed where they hid all their loot. And according to this guy's story and the map, the loot was hidden behind the original excuse me, the original first Mexican governor of California, Pio Pico. And over towards Los Angeles, they still have his mansion there, like it's a historical monument. Now, so behind the governor's mansion, the treasure was buried from all these different robberies. Now, that's the part of the story I don't quite understand. Was the governor in on it? He was going to get a cut later, or why would they hide it behind his mansion? So in one way or the other, he had this map. So he convinced my dad to go with him and let's go dig it up, split the treasure. So they take me with them, and we get there, and according to the map, you're supposed to, from this one corner behind the mansion of the mansion wall, you're supposed to go like 75 paces or something. I don't remember what it was. And so we did that. So I thought, okay, we're going to start digging here. But no, our neighbor, he's kind of superstitious, and he's got these divining rods made out of wood that have on the end of them a little piece of silver and gold embedded in each of them, and then they're blessed by a priest. So he insisted that we use those. That would lead us to the gold. Now, all you that are into divining rods, you'll probably be mad at me for saying this, but I'm not really into them. I mean, I've seen them used, but here's the problem. Those same rods, you're supposed to be able to find water. Same rods, you're supposed to be able to find gold. Same rods, you're supposed to be able to find oil. So you could be digging down 20 feet and hit some water and you're looking for gold. How would you know? So anyway, and I'm not saying they don't find water, but as far as finding gold and all that, I know I'll get arguments about this, but I wouldn't rely on them, let me put it that way. So we use these stupid rods. They point to a completely different spot from where we walked out to dig, and we dig down there. Now we were on water department land, so we had a permit from them. I think it was either 2 or 3 days, I don't remember. And then we had to be out of there. That was it, just one shot. So we end up digging 16 tons of dirt out, a bunch of trash and all kinds of stuff. Not 1 ounce of treasure. At that point, now it's too late to go dig in the other spot. So anyway, that was the end of our treasure hunt. But I had fun with my dad and the neighbor, the excitement of maybe we'll find something. So for all I know, if the map is real, the treasure should still be there. And we went on a couple others. Maybe I'll tell you about that another time. Okay, let me see. I wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing here. If I'm getting anything, let's take a little look. Now, there's one teeny little speck is all. That's it in this one. Okay, one little bigger flake in this one. But that's it. If it wasn't so hot, I wouldn't mind getting back to crushing some of my gold-bearing rocks or ore. Supposedly gold-bearing. I'm hoping it's gold-bearing. But, since I do it by hand, it's kind of hot to be pounding on that thing. Matter of fact, I noticed just yesterday Jeff Williams put up a video where he's using his mill and crusher and all that stuff, breaking down some rock, found some gold. Sometimes you've got to get your loop out to see that you actually have something, because you end up with what he's using, impact mill and all that, you end up getting it down to powder. Well, let me see. Let me just take a look before we go any further here. Okay, there. Oh, this is a better pan, yeah. There's 1, 2, 3. A couple little ones. Looks like 4. 4 pieces. I just remembered another kind of aborted treasure hunt. Now this wasn't with my dad, this is with my brothers. We used to work at this nuclear powered plant painting. We were painters there, journeyman painters. I guess you call us industrial painters, to be more accurate. Anyway, and we'd have to go over this Ortega Highway, it's called, every day to get there. And we go through San Juan Capistrano. That's famous for the mission there. There's an old song, when the swallows come back to Capistrano. So anyway, so it's a tourist thing. There's an old mission. But we found this old book that had a description of where the original mission was. It was just a temporary place. So we figured out where that was. We thought, oh, that should be a good place to metal detect. Find some old artifacts and all that. So we go down this dirt road off of the highway to get to it, and all of a sudden we see a bunch of dust coming up. Well, what's going on? This happens all the time. This place could have been barren for 100 years, nothing going on. All of a sudden there's bulldozers, everything going on there. I don't know what they're doing back there, housing or something, but they wouldn't let us in. So that ended that treasure hunt. Yeah, I've been looking for about the last 3 weeks to find a new place to coin shoot. Coin shoot and look for art. So anyway, I've been looking for a new place to coin shoot, and every time I go there, after I look at all the information up, historic areas and Google Maps and all that, and I get there, for one reason or another, there's no access. Can't get into it. There's either a fence that's all around it, and it's just a field, so there's nobody to talk to. Or there's a fence with no trespassing signs everywhere, and again, nobody to ask permission. Or they've started putting tract homes up in the last few weeks. So that's the way it's been going. Got one more place I'm going to check over towards Lake Elsinore and see what it looks like. Of course, right now, if I did go coin shooting, probably have to start about 6 in the morning, or I go for an hour or so and before it gets too hot. Let me get some more of this stuff out of here. So my brothers and Greg, we all like to coin shoot. Probably I'm the one who prefers gold prospecting over coin shooting. If I had the choice, I'd go gold prospecting. And I've had a chance to go with a lot of people who know what they're doing. Taught me a few things. I've gone out with Kevin Hoagland. Actually, I was on one of his episodes of Gold Trails. I don't think you ever see my face. You see my hand holding a nugget I found. And of course, Jeff Williams. Been on a lot of prospecting trips with him. Found some good gold. Been underground with him. Metal detecting. I think between the two, I'd rather nugget shoot than be underground. But either way, we found gold. And this underground stuff, he had all the mills to crush it, so we used those and got every little last bit of gold out of the rock. That's probably why I prefer the nugget shooting. It's there, you dig down a few inches, you got it in your hand. That's the end of the process. Okay, here we go. A teeny little one and 2 big ones. Bigger, I should say. There's a piece in this pan. Actually, a few pieces. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a good pan. For a while, it looked like I wasn't going to get anything out of this pan. Then they just popped their little heads out. Smiley faces. Yeah, with gold prospecting, for me, and I think for a lot of people, it's not the idea of having the gold. It's the adventure of finding the gold. You're out there using all your skills. Once you have it, you look at it, oh yeah, it's nice gold, but what are you going to do? So, matter of fact, I just sold all my nuggets recently when the price of gold went up, so got to find some more now. I think this is going to be the last pan because it's just getting way too hot out here. visible in the pan yet. It's getting down to the point we better check it though. There's one piece. There's two. Okay, that's what we got, 2 pieces. So I'll suck it all up in what I call the sucker bottle, not snuffer bottle. I haven't seemed to be able to get anybody to join my movement to change the name to a more appropriate name, sucker. Okay, so this is from 3 or 4 cleanups. Clean-outs, however you want to say it. So that's some nice looking gold. Of course, in the bottle, the water amplifies it, makes it look like bigger and more than it is, but it's still a nice amount. All right, it weighs less than half a gram, 4/10 of a gram.